Welcome to Bricks of Norway. Hi there, my name is Paul, and in today's video I thought we should talk about the Technic theme and some of its history, and then talk about my oldest Technic sets from 1977 to 1979. So come along and enjoy. The Technic theme was introduced in 1977, but then it was called Expert Builder with the technical sets. But in 1982 or 1984, my sources differ, the theme was renamed to Technic. In the older Technic sets, the most common parts are beams, pegs, axles and gears. And of course, a lot of traditional bricks. In later Technic sets, traditional bricks are not used that often anymore. More and more specialized Technic bricks are being used instead. The purpose of this series is to create more advanced models with more complex technical functions compared to the simpler brick building properties of traditional Lego. In the beginning of the Technics theme, a modified electric train motor was used, but in fact already in 1977 set number 870 supplementary pack came with a 4.5 volt motor and a battery box. And in 1979 we all got an identical motor, but then this time in black, which ran on 12 volt in the set 880. This set did not come with a battery box. Both these motors could be used with the trains in the 80s. In 1990, the 4.5 volt motor was replaced by a 9 volt motor in an electric system set. In later years, all those motors have been replaced by motors controlled by infrared or Bluetooth controllers. In the first 20 or 30 years of Technic sets, almost every set came with instructions for an A and B model. So you can make two different models from the same set. The A model used all parts, but the B model used fewer of the parts. Later days, most sets only have instructions for an A model, and sometimes you can find instructions for a B model on lego.com. Most Technic sets today are what we call studless, compared to the old Technic sets that use studs as traditional bricks do. This has made it possible to make more correct models, but it also means that there's less use of traditional bricks. The number of different Technic bricks have increased a lot the later years with the introduction of the studless. I think that the first Technic set I got as a child was set number 850, a forklift truck. I hadn't been wanting this set for quite some time, and I think I had to wait a couple of years after its introduction, because I don't think my parents thought I was mature enough to build these advanced sets. But when I got the forklift, I was hooked on the Technic sets. Having this set, the forklift truck, and combining it with the set number 107 universal motor set, made it possible to make a lot more advanced models than earlier. And playing with the forklift truck was so fun. I can drive around and lift up things, place it other places. I really enjoyed that set. The next Technics set I got was the set 856 Bulldozer, and this was a much more advanced set than the set 850 forklift truck. And combining these two sets made me able to make so advanced things. I was in heaven with these sets. I could make almost anything, I thought, that in those days. And I really enjoyed the Bulldozer, and I played with it for so long. Building it, tearing it down, building it, building something else, combining, modifying, everything. So those were the two first Technics sets I got as a child. Later on, as I grown up, I bought set number 853 car chassis, the original car chassis. I always dreamt about that set when I was a child. Such a big set, a car you can drive with, combining it with a motor. Ooh, the possibilities. So I bought this, I guess, in 2005 or something, many years ago now. And at the same time I bought the set number 851 tractor, the red tractor, kind of Massey Ferguson tractor. This also always was something I wanted, but it wasn't that high on the list as a child. The interest for the tractor came when I got a bit older. It always was a very nice set, but the Bulldozer and the car chassis was more popular in my eyes. But the 851 tractor is a great set. Not that many Technic parts, a lot of traditional parts. And later on I bought set number 855 mobile crane. This is Lego's first attempt at a mobile crane. They have made several attempts later, and more advanced. The mobile crane 855 is a bit special as a mobile crane. It's a very short chassis, but a long boom. No steering wheels, just 4 fixed wheels. Well, they do turn, but they can't turn them. And the mobile crane they did later was more traditional, with more wheels and turning wheels. But the latest one, set number 4282 rough terrain crane, is more similar to the set 855, with a short chassis and a longer boom sticking out. But of course the new one is much more advanced, and you can't really compare those two sets. The set 855 mobile crane was a very popular set in my youth. So if you combine the 855 mobile crane and the 850 forklift and maybe another set, I don't remember right now, you could make an extended chassis for the mobile crane, and with 8 wheels instead of the 4 wheels, and then the two front axles being able to steer and not fixed as the original 2 axles on the mobile crane. I never built this one as a child because, well, I didn't buy the set of 855 until I was grown up, and I guess I still haven't tried to. It took me some time to connect the dots, so I had to come back and film some more for this video. This is the instructions for the set 855, where you have the picture of the mobile crane on the front page. That's okay, that's normal. This is the instruction for 850 forklift truck. You don't have the picture of the forklift truck, but you have the picture of the combination of set 850 forklift truck and 855 mobile crane, as I was talking about. As you can see, this is special because the forklift truck was released in 1977. The mobile crane was released in 1978. So the instructions for the forklift truck released in 1977 has a picture of the two sets combined on the front, even though the mobile crane wasn't released until the year after. So is my instruction a later instruction made in 1978, or is it the original one from 1977? And that shows that they had planned the mobile crane already. Let me show me some more from this manual, these instructions. You turn the page and you have some yada yada in different languages. Then you have some simple instructions for simple sets, small sets, making a motor, making a go-kart, but not with the parts from the 850 forklift truck. And you have more instructions, combining it with a motor, making a bigger motor. And on page 7 you have the picture of the forklift truck, and then in the turn page instructions start for the forklift truck. So that's okay, that's normal. And when you build the forklift truck, when you're done, you find the instructions for the B model, a road grader. That's okay. They actually have instructions for a C model as well. It then shows how to motorize the B and C model. How to motorize the forklift truck. Shows picture of a drag racer. Not saying which parts to combine, but I guess well, the wheels show that they probably combined with 851, the tractor, and the forklift truck. On the next page, you show how you can modify the 851 tractor to build a trailer and roof for the tractor. On the next page, you show how to combine the forklift truck and the go-kart 854, making a roof on the forklift truck. On the next page, they show you how to combine the forklift truck and the mobile crane. They actually need two more sets, 871 and 877. They don't show you the instructions for how to make it, but they show you a general idea of how to make it, how to make the steering and how to combine them. On the next page, you can see the combination of the mobile crane and the go-kart. So what about the instructions for the mobile crane? Well, this, as I showed you, this has the picture of the mobile crane on the front page, and it actually starts with the instructions on the front page. And it's all normal. Build the mobile crane. Then we have instructions for a B model. A small lorry. Then they show you some picture on how to motorize the lorry and the mobile crane. And then they show you how to combine the forklift truck and the go-kart. Same page as in instructions for the forklift truck. And then they have another instruction for the combination of the forklift truck and the go-kart. This time is a new model. And then they have the same modification of the tractor with the forklift truck. Then they show the combination of the 853, the car chassis, the 852 and 871. 871 is the supplementary pack, and the 852 is the... Is that motorcycle with the side wagon? Shame on me for not remembering which set 852 was. That is the helicopter, the first helicopter. I think this is the one of the rarest of the oldest Technics sets. You hardly ever see anything about it and hear about people having it. So here they're actually combining it to make a body for the car chassis. And I remember looking at that picture and thinking, oh, I want that one. And I tried doing the same thing with the next car chassis when I got that one. And then they have showing some pictures of something you can build with some parts, giving ideas. They have the same drag racer, and they have shown you how to build a bridge, how to play with the gears, like a transmission, windmill, how to make steering, combining a motor with a gearbox. The 853 actually has a part, as a front cover is a picture of the 853, 852, the helicopter, and the 871 supplementary pack. And also have a picture of a motorbike. There's a special on that on the front page, don't show the correct model. And they have the same bridge as we saw in the 855 instruction. And the elevator and gears, windmill. And then they have the instructions for the car chassis. So let's jump to the end to see what they have here. After making all the seats for the car, they show a picture of a sister lift with all the tires on top. And then the instructions for the car continues on the next page. And when it's done, they show you how to implement a motor for the steering of the car. Then they show the instructions for B model. Which I've never built, and how to motorize that one. And then they have the combination of the 850 forklift and 854 go-kart again, and another combination of those two sets, and then the tractor and the forklift. .853, 852 and 871 combination, and the crane again, the drag racer, and some motorcycles. You saw the red one on the front page of the cover, on the instructions. And show you some ideas on how to make them. So what about the instructions for the bulldozer? Well, here has the picture of the 853, 854, 852 and the 871 combination on the front page, and the red motorcycle. It has the same bridge, elevator, windmill and car, and then we start with the instructions for the bulldozer. Let's see what combinations they do here. Well, on the end they show how to motorize the bulldozer with the tracks. And then the instruction for a B model. A C model. The combination of the forklift and the go-kart again. And that combination, the tractor and the forklift. Car chassis, helicopter and supplementary pack. Yellow crane. The dragster and the motorcycles. It's a bit funny that they actually don't have the picture of the model they're supposed to build in the instructions on the front cover, and showing models that are not to be introduced for until next year. So I guess they planned along in those years when they were introducing the technical sets in the expert builder, since they could combine sets that haven't been released with the one they are building. And I like those old instructions giving you ideas on how to build stuff, not showing you how to build it, but showing you some picture to give you a clue about how to build it and how to combine things. And they kept doing that into the 80s, I know. We'll talk more about that in the next video with Technic parts. So set number 850, 851 and 853 was released in 1977. The set number 855 mobile crane was released in 1978, and the set 856 bulldozer was released in 1979. And these are the 5 Technic sets I have from those years, except for some of the supplementary sets like 870, 880 and 871. Some sets with more beams and bricks and motors to use with the Technic sets. And I think that those 5 sets, the set number 856 bulldozer is still my favorite. I had so much fun with that set when I was a child. It was so advanced in my eyes then, and I still think it's a good set, very nice set. And then I think the 853 is my favorite among the 3 I bought later. The car chassis, that is the first of many cars Lego made. There were 2 car chassis, and then I got cars with complete cars, and instead of just chassis. So the 856 bulldozer and 853 are my 2 favorites among those 5 sets from the early days. In the next Technic video, part 2, we'll talk about some of my 80s set, and there we'll find one of my all-time favorite Technic sets. Thank you very much for joining in me today. I would be very grateful if you subscribed and like my videos. This will make it easier for YouTube to find my channel and my videos. So hopefully many more of you will be able to see my videos. Enjoy!